let's make some bread pudding. I have some old hamburger buns that we bought too many of, and it is about time to either use them or in a few days we're probably going to throw them out. So I made a really beautiful bread pudding yesterday, and my kids said it was the best one that they've ever had. So let's make another one so we can surprise them when they get home. We have our stale bread cubed. Should look like that. Doesn't have to be pretty. Yesterday I made a pear vanilla bread pudding, and what I did was I soaked my bread pudding in the pear liqueur. Okay, all those pears are going to get chopped up, but pretty much I soaked it in that, and then I took my Torani French vanilla, and I also poured a little bit of that over my bread as well. And then I tossed my bread. Let me remove these pears. That's a little awkward. That wasn't supposed to happen like that. It was supposed to be nice and pretty. But yes, we're going to do that. And now, with my pears cut up, I'm going to go ahead and give this a very soft mix so that it can be evenly distributed. I'm using canned pears, and I got them from my uncle from an Amish store. But you can use fresh pears. I just would more worry about, the baking time. So my recommendation is to get some really good canned pears that you like. But anywho, let's go ahead and start on our custard. In this bowl here, I have about a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add like about another cup worth. To the heavy whipping cream, I have added 2 large eggs. I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla, maybe a little bit more, a little extra dash. I want mine to be very vanilla-y today. To my mixture, I've added cinnamon. I'm going to add a little bit more. That's a good amount. So I would say that's about, like a tablespoon? Half a tablespoon? I don't know. Some nutmeg. And a little bit of allspice. And then last but not least, a cup of sugar. Ooh. Yes, sugar. Like sugar rain. Make sure you whisk. Whisk, whisk, whisk. You want your custard to be nice and even. You want your eggs to be broke up into your custard, so when you pour that onto your stale bread mixture, it will just evenly just contribute in the pan. And you pour it all over, all on top of your stale bread mixture with your pears. Make sure it gets a good soak all up and through there. See that? Yeah. That's going to be some good eating. So I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. But I think depending on the cook time that you want, you can put it up to about 400 at the most. I'm going to go ahead and clean the edges off, and then I'm going to pop this in the oven. I kept a whole pear, put it to the side for, just to put on top so it could be pretty. I'm going to put dollops of butter on top. So about 4 tablespoons of butter. Just put, it on top, and then I'm going to pop this in the oven. So I actually put 5 tablespoons of butter on, cleaned up my edges. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the oven. And see what your custard, because I forgot to explain this, what your custard is going to do. Your custard is going to rise up, and this is just going to all just be like this beautiful bubbly, that's not a word, bubbly Just like almost French toast type of concoction. It's going to be really good. The edges should be really crisp. You're not going to regret making this. So let me go ahead and pop this in. If you like French toast or anything of that kind, you're not going to regret making this. This is not your grandmother's bread pudding. We are not putting raisins in this for this holiday. I wish I had cranberries though. I do wish I had dried cranberries to put in here. That would have been amazing, and I do recommend that, and I probably would do that since this is like a holiday bread pudding, so that's what I would do. Like I said, I have my oven on 350, so I popped it in there. I'm gonna let it bake and undisturbed for about 45 minutes. I like it to be at 350 because it's a nice, smooth, even bake, and I know that those edges are gonna be nice and crispy, and I can just kind of just walk away for a second. She is, look at that. Look at that beautiful, bubbly, yummy goodness. Look at that. You see that? Let me pull that out. You gotta see this. You gotta see it better. I gotta see it better. And there it is. That beautiful custardy bread pudding. You can see the pears. And remember when I told you that the custard would make everything rise? Yes. And it's so crispy on top. Ugh, I'm so excited to dig in, but you have to let this sit. Let this sit for like about 15 minutes. Let it cool for 15 minutes before you dig in. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really mushy. So let it just, just let it cool a little bit. But I'm going to go grab my garnish. 1 second. So I drizzled some homemade butterscotch on top. I made butterscotch yesterday when I made this recipe yesterday. And I had some left over, so I heated it back up. And yeah, I drizzled that on top of here. And then I'm going to put my pear right here. I cut it. I'm just going to fan it out a little bit. Put my pear right there. And boom. Bread pudding. A holiday bread pudding. If I ever make this again, which I'm sure I will, I'll add, well, for the holidays, I'll do pear and I'll do craisins. But yeah, if you make this recipe, let me know. Enjoy. Happy holidays. Whew. I'm excited. I'm in the spirit. Bye, y'all. Oh, no, I have a question. Have you put your Christmas tree up? Because I have. I'm going to decorate it today. Have you guys? Please tell me you have, so I don't feel weird. All right. Have a great day. Bye. You know, I just realized, I just told you guys bye, and I haven't even cut into it yet. Where do they do that at? 1 second, you guys. Now, I told you guys to wait 15 minutes, but I'm not going to wait 15 minutes because I do want you guys to see the inside of it. So, you hear that little crunch? You hear that crunch? That's what you want to hear, baby. Yes. So mine's going to be a little more. Oh, actually mine came out pretty well. Okay. All right. Okay. And you see that? Just a little bit of leftover right there. Just go and scoop that on top of your thing right there. Scoop that on top of there. But that's what I mean by it's like a little bit mushy on the inside. So that's why I always recommend to wait 15 minutes. But I wanted you guys to see. And I wanted to go ahead and give it a taste before I sign off. Because, like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. You see that? See that crust? See that crust at the bottom? That's what the bottom is looking like. The sides are nice and crunchy. The top is nice and crunchy while the middle is nice and ooey and gooey. Make this. Make this. Bye, y'all. You won't regret it. Bye.